Welcome to West Coast Songwriters Songwriting Competition, the Palo Alto chapter, the opening of the second season. Really happy to have you here with us again. We have a wonderful lineup tonight of both professionals that are judging and participating in the West Coast Songwriters Palo Alto chapter, and also a bunch of members of West Coast Songwriters and a few non-members that are here for the valuable critical feedback that our judges give. In order to participate and for prizes, to compete for prizes, which I hate that word competition, but yes, there are prizes. The best original song written by a West Coast Songwriters member will get 3 hours at the Annex Studios. They're our sponsor studio for this show. We're really happy to have them. And also the best performance, the original song writer for that will receive a lovely flash drive to pile all their songs on. And you'll get a certificate, and also the Noisy Planet, their special promotion for new songwriters and new artists. They have a package where you can put up some of your songs on, for social networking. They'll help you put together your bio and a promotion package. And they're partnering with West Coast Songwriters, so we really appreciate our prize sponsors. But anyhow, that's how it works. So when it's your turn to come up, there's going to be a singer, and then there's going to be the next person. We want you to be standing up and ready and have your instrument all tuned up, and then just hurry on the stage as quickly as you can, and feel free to drop off your lyric sheets to our judges. All right, so without further ado, let me introduce our first judge for this evening, or she's our first performer as well. Tammy Mulcahy describes herself in her early career as a hermit songwriter, but her first CD, White Wall, in 1999 took her by surprise and forced her to the stage. She went from tiny venues to becoming an opening act at the Mountain Winery in the course of just a summer. And then Tammy eventually expanded to begin working with kids, teaching them songwriting. She worked with hundreds of kids in grades 2 through 6 through her Kids Rock project. And the song Welcome to the World went on to be used in an independent video that won the Panasonic New Vision Award. And she will always remember singing Give Back Some under starry skies to an audience of 500 at the Hidden Villa Nights Under the Stars event. Huge for Tammy. And Tammy's come out of her shell and no longer has a shell. Her new CD, Lucky Forward, was released to a sold-out crowd at Angelica's Bistro. We have Pete Summer here, who runs an open mic at Angelica's Bistro. And Tammy is passionate about West Coast Songwriters and always says yes, if she can, when I call her to judge. She's been a board member. And Tammy, thank you so much for judging for us tonight. And please go ahead and open up and warm up the room for us this evening.
Warm up the room. Well, welcome everybody. I hope nobody's nervous. Just come up tonight and have a good time. I hate to somewhat admit the years, but I'm a seasoned songwriter. But oops, there we go. We cut out here for a moment. But just come up tonight, have a good time, and relax. I'm just going to play a song off of my new CD, and started off as a song that was going to be your typical wedding song until I gave some thought to my in-laws' 50th wedding anniversary, and then towards the end of one of their lives, things got a little difficult, and I realized that it needed a bridge and added that. So this is a reflection on that time and their beautiful, beautiful love affair. It's called A Masterpiece. Uh-oh. Hold on, having a little technical difficulties. Hello? Is that just the monitor, or? It is just the monitor. Okay, all right. So here we go.
Two people dance, one silhouette. We're alone on our own private stage, and we each play a part on a living work of art that will only come to more light with age. We will spend our lives putting the finishing touches on the ever-changing At the end of our day, we'll look back and see together we created a masterpiece. There will be rain and rainbows, meadows and mountains to climb. But love is about smoothing the edges out, patiently painting one stroke at a time. We will spend our lives putting the finishing touches on the ever-changing picture of you and me. At the end of our day, we'll look back and see together we created a masterpiece. There will be no wall of glory to hang this love of ours upon, but in the hearts of those we bring to life, our story will live on and on. That will be our legacy. We will spend our lives putting the finishing touches on the ever-changing picture of you and me. At the end of our day, we'll look back and see together we created, and forever we'll create it. Together we created a masterpiece. Thank you.
All right, Miss Becky, come up and have some fun.
Thank you, Tammy. That was lovely and very inspiring way to start off our show. Rebecca Parks, hop on up here, please. And then after Rebecca, we have Anuka and then Vince. And Anuka, if you could just be ready to cop up on stage as soon as Rebecca has completed her mission up here. So this show is a co-production of West Coast Songwriters, which is based in San Carlos, and the Mid-Peninsula Community Media Center based right here in Palo Alto. And we're really honored to be able to broker this deal so that we can offer this wonderful chance to go live on TV, create a DVD, tape it live, so that we can then play it over and over and over again on our community TV channels. Because we're all about putting the faces and issues and the art of our community up on television. So thank you for joining us this evening. So our second and third judge for the evening are Bev Barnett and Greg Newland. They have been writing and performing together for more than 10 years. They have released 3 CDs together and have toured across the western half of the U.S. from San Francisco to Chicago, Seattle to Austin. And while Bev's musical background started in the woodwind section of her school band, she took a detour to pursue a marketing career, and she's been able to blend her marketing background with helping her art and the art of others. She works with people on their social media, email marketing, and web presence, particularly with musicians. That's what she's really passionate about. Bev and Greg have recently partnered with Keith Holland Guitars to create a performance and teaching space in Los Gatos. The Woodshed is a place where musicians and music lovers of all ages and capabilities can gather to play, listen, learn, and be inspired. So they're kicking off a concert series November 3rd, holy mackerel, and they have Steve Seskin, Craig Carruthers, and Don Henry will present an all-day songwriting workshop and event, an evening concert at the Woodshed in January. Sounds like a really great opportunity for members of West Coast Songwriters and also non-members. Anyone who's interested in the art of songwriting should check out woodshed.org. What a great name. All righty, so Rebecca, are you ready?
Yes.
And then we have Anuka, and then Vince. Okay, thank you, Rebecca.
There's piano. I wrote this song a few years ago about the plight of the women in the Middle East. And recently it has kind of had another reason to be played. A 14-year-old Pakistani girl, Malala Yousafzai, was shot by the Taliban for having the audacity to demand an education for herself and other girls. So I'd like to dedicate the song to her. Marriage is like farming, he is the seed and I'm the land that mustn't grow a weed my husband planted till I bore a son. Of all his children he just raises one. With my own father it was much the same. Knew someday that I would lose his name, but so that he could make a decent sale, he made sure I could wear that virgin veil. Father of creation, father of the nation, and father of the family, the ties that bind, that love me and that hate me, defend me and degrade me. They use my body till I'm spent and waste my mind. I'd like to see my daughters go to school. My son can go, but it's against the rule to give a girl a chance of any life beyond her fate as mother, servant, wife. My brother taught me how to read and write, and that let in a little bit of light. Now he's a teacher, I'm just property, and I can find no path to being free. Father of creation, father of the nation, and father of the family, the ties that bind. They love me and they hate me, defend me and degrade me. They use my body till I'm spent and waste my mind. If defiled, I'd be cast out. It is the law, no room for doubt. I'd be a beggar, or I might end up a lady of the night. My prayers would even be denied. Why does God always take men's side? Father of creation, father of the nation, and father of the family, the ties that bind. They love me and they hate me, defend me and degrade me. They use my body till I'm spent and waste my mind. Thank you.
Wow, Rebecca, you always give us something to think about. Your songs It has a lot of depth and presence to it, and I read about Malala, and I think I, along with the whole world, was just shocked. And we're so fortunate here in America, even with all the craziness that we experience in this wonderful, wacky country, we have a lot going for us. And the treatment of women here is by far, I think, one of the best in the world. And, thank you, Rebecca, for sharing that. It's huge. Next, we have Anuka, and then Vince, and then is Rick here? So we'll probably go to Paul if Rick isn't present at that time. Anuka, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, well, welcome to our show. Thank you for performing.
So my name is Anuka Olson, and tonight I'm going to be playing a song I wrote called Jackie. I wrote this song while I was on a family vacation in the middle of nowhere, Idaho, with like 20 cousins all under the age of 10 following me around. So this song is about prescription drug abuse. Jackie's a princess, she's hiding in a tower. The prince comes to find her, but she's out on the prowl, until she finds that man who jumps from flame to shining flame. And he will hand her pills with very cumbersome long names. Please come and play, come and pay, come and play. Jackie's a genius, she sells shells at the store. But Jackie needs a break now, so she heads out to score, until she finds that man who jumps from flame to shining flame. And he will hand her pills with very cumbersome long names. Please come and play, come and pay, come and play. Jackie has a thirst now that she can't resist. She's climbing up hills now just for a hit to the head, because she needs that man who jumps from flame to shining flame. And he still hands her pills with very cumbersome long names. Please come and play, come and pay, come and play. Is all grown now, but she can't forget the fun she had now jumping over candlesticks, because she needs that man who jumps from flame to shining flame. And he still hands her pills with very cumbersome long names. Please come and play, come and pay, come and play.
Wow. Oh, thank you, Anuka. That was awesome. So yeah, I guess with 10 kids following you around, I guess you probably felt you needed some prescription drugs, or you could imagine what that would be like. 10 kids, old Mother Hubbard. Okay, we have Vince. And then let's see, we have Rick is not here. Paul, is Josh Friedman here? I'm here. Oh, right on. So we have Vince, Paul, and Josh. Let's see, West Coast Songwriters, westcoastsongwriters.org in San Carlos. Ian Crombie is the executive director, works super hard, putting on all kinds of events and providing a social network and a safe place and space for songwriters to learn about the craft of songwriting and meet other people. He puts on this amazing conference, not just himself, but about 500 other people help him. And he also puts together monthly song screenings and all kinds of events where you can learn about the craft of songwriting and work with other people and not feel so alone, because the creative process is a terribly alone activity. So when you can get with other people once in a while, you feel A, less crazy, and B, yeah, there's other people like me, and I can do this. So it's a very supportive organization. So shout out to Ian Crombie. Let's just shout out to Ian. Yay, Ian. And then Vince, you run the Stockton
Chapter. Yep.
chapter. So Vince runs the Stockton chapter of West Coast Songwriters songwriting competition. Okay, Vince, take it away. Thank you for performing.
Thank you, Becky. The privilege of being a part of West Coast is immeasurable. I'm in several organizations, and the learning process is a fabulous opportunity. Tonight, I have the privilege of playing a song that was written in 1989. It was born in 1989 during the opening ceremonial salutation of the national anthem being sung at the World Series between the Giants and the Oakland A's. Its creator is sitting right here with me. He's a co-writer of mine. And I'm really privileged to have met him. We met in a venue and an opportunity where there was only one seat in the building. And my wife and I had extended it to him, and then he extended the song to us. And been carrying it around in my heart for about 5 years. He's been carrying it since 1989. It's called The American Flag. And it has great meaning. And when I think about going out the door each day, I think about looking to my left and to my right and across the street and realizing everybody is a neighbor. So hope this brings healing and hope to all of us. The American Flag. Was the American flag flying tall and clear? It was a national anthem I could hear as I stood there proud for the red, white, and blue, knowing all of my life that I'd been true to the dreams that we'd built as a country, to the promises that we made, and how our soldiers still fight for freedom, and how American pride will never fade. Was the American flag flying tall and clear in a national anthem, sung in a cheer, and I could hear all the people felt just like me, true-blooded, righteous, strong and free. And as I watched those people, I knew in my mind that no matter where I looked, I would never find a country that could do me as good as you. You know I'll always be proud of the red, white, and blue. As a people we can stand proud, sing a national anthem, sing it loud. As a nation we can be strong, pull together and we know right from wrong. Flying high on top of that pole, you reach so deep down in my soul. I wish you knew how proud I am of you, and how I love your colors of red, white, and blue. It's still the American flag, flying tall and clear. Makes me feel there is nothing I should fear. And as I watch it bend and fold with the wind, I just pray this day don't ever end. But as the sun sets and those crowds clear away, I wonder if tomorrow I'll still feel this way. So I lift up my head, put my hand on my chest and say, America, I'll always give you my best. pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with a liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Vince.
Thank you.
Thank you for reminding us of what a wonderful country we live in. And it's true, we all are neighbors. In fact, my father used to say, Becky, we all live on the same street. I can get in my car and I can drive to visit anybody in the USA. So I kind of like that. Thanks, Dad, for that image. I've carried it with me all my life. So next up, we have Paul and then Josh. Is Ruth Gerson here? Ruth's not here yet. How would Remy and Chloe feel about going at the first end of the first act? Remy and Chloe, good to go? All right, well then we'll pop Remy and Chloe. So we have Paul, Josh, and Remy and Chloe. So let's see, what else can I talk about? How about our amazing small business sponsors, of which we have many. We have first and foremost the Milk Pail Open Air Market in Mountain View, California. They are on California Avenue, and they provide the goodies that you see so prominently displayed at the judges' table. That is not plastic food, it is real. It is so beautiful. And then also the Milk Pail donated food for the crew, and there'll be a little bit of extra to tantalize the performers while they wait for the judges' decision. So I want to say thank you to the Milk Pail. Give it up for the Milk Pail Dairy, second year in a row. What can I say? It's fabulous. Okay. What do you think, Paul? Are we ready to rock?
I'm ready.
All right, I guess I'm ready too. All righty.
So I've been on this planet for a few years, and it's taken me most of those years to figure out that happiness and success in life has a lot to do with the choices we make and the company we keep. This one is called I Choose. When Jack was a boy, he was robbed of his joy by the lies that were placed in his head. He retreated inside and attempted to hide till his dreams were just about dead. He was born with a song, it was there all along, so hobbled it couldn't take wing. But in stillness and quiet, if he listened just right, he swore he could hear his heart sing. I choose love, I choose joy, I choose giving my spirit a voice. I am singing my song to let my whole being rejoice. I choose heart, I choose soul, I choose letting my it grow. I am chasing my dreams, regardless of where they may go. As time went along, Jack learned how to be strong, and he buried his heart in his strength. He kept others out and existed in doubt, while he tried not to look at his pain. He met people around whose joy was profound, and joy is a powerful thing. He'd look in their eyes, feel the warmth of their smiles, and he swore he could hear their hearts sing. I choose love, I choose joy, I choose giving my spirit a voice. I am singing my song to let my whole being rejoice. I choose heart, I choose soul, I choose letting my inner light show. I am chasing my dreams, regardless where they may go. By grace, or maybe by chance, Jack found himself dancing a new kind of dance. He no longer felt wrong. New friends came along. They joined in his song. Yeah, they all sang along. I choose love. I choose joy. I choose giving my spirit a voice. I am singing my song to let my whole being rejoice. I choose heart, I choose soul, I choose letting my inner light show. I am chasing my dreams, regardless where they may go. I am chasing my dreams, regardless where they may go. I am chasing my dreams, regardless where they may go.
Thank you. Thanks.
Paul, that was wonderful. All right, we have Josh, and then we'll have Remy and Chloe come up after that. I just want to say that, building on what just Paul just said, that I guess it's so courageous to write these songs and come and share them with us, and to choose to share your art and not stay with your light under a bushel. So I just want to say that's what West Coast Songwriters is about. The Mid-Peninsula Community Media Center is also about that, because we train people in video production and all manner of field production here in the studio. We have audio classes. We have all kinds of things where people can learn skills they want at very low barrier to entry. It's inexpensive. It's not scary. We're all not-for-profit. So I just want to encourage people to go to midpenmedia.org or to any cable access station. There's 3,000 of us in the U.S. and go find your passion. If you're into creating video and working with others, it's very collaborative. Check us out. AllianceCM.org is our umbrella organization, and midpenmedia.org. I mean, I work here. I volunteer here. I love what we're about. So anyway, thank you for listening to that big spiel. This production is a co-production of Mid-Peninsula Community Media Center and West Coast Songwriters. I also want to talk a little bit about another one of our small business sponsors, the Annex Studios. Russell Bond has kindly submitted to donate 3 hours to the winner for a best song tonight to come to his studio, and they'll mix up a great song, maybe even two. It depends on how organized you are. They've been in business for 30 years. They have been a destination for progressive recording artists, and they helped a lot of artists who went on to work with Wyndham Hill and Sugar Music get started. They have a signature style that people recognize. It's very independent, very earthy, very indie, and not a bit corporate, though they can do high-end corporate work, which they do, of course, in order to stay in business. But they really love working with local businesses and local artists. So check out the Annex Studios, and thank you to them. Give it up to the Annex. All right. Okay, Josh, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, are you ready to sing?
I'm ready to sing.
All right, let's hear it.
So I'm using a music stand because I just finished the song on Monday. I haven't memorized it yet. My sister was visiting this weekend, and hi, Corey. She was visiting from Maui, of all places. I mean, you don't usually visit from Maui, but go on vacation to California from Maui. She's single right now, and I asked her, well, what are you looking for in a guy? She's like, well, I don't mean to sound shallow, but he's got to have a steady job. I'm like, there's my next song right there. So here's my... Ooh, ooh,
might sound shallow, but do you have a steady job? It's not just for money. I don't go out with any slobs. This might sound shallow, but are you gonna buy me things? Make love to you always. If you buy me that diamond ring, put your money where your mouth is. Are you king or are you just a pawn? Will you be here tomorrow morning? Are you someone that I can count on? Shaper, I'm on to you. Move on, I don't got time for you. Can you show your heart in your face? Ooh, ooh. Oh, this might sound shallow, but I'm not just a one-night stand. Can you raise me a family and give me a helping hand? This might sound shallow, but I'm not playing for keeps. I'm done with all those silly games. The one that just found me creeps. Put your money where your mouth is. Are you king or are you just a pawn? Will you be here tomorrow morning? Are you someone that I can count on? Shaper, I'm on to you. Move on, I don't got time for you. Can you show your heart in your face? Can you show your heart in your face? Shaper, I'm on to you. Move on, I don't got time for you. Can you show your heart in your face? Ooh, ooh. Oh.
Wow. Man. Well, Josh, think you're being totally mensch about the audio situation. I'll be driving to the dump later this evening. I don't know what cable that was or what, but we'll get that fixed up. But that's how we roll at the Media Center. We just have to go with, it's a completely nonprofit, cable access, and we're all volunteers working together, and sometimes our equipment lets us down, but we make it happen. And that's what I really like about working at the Media Center. Experimentation, things sometimes go wrong. It's like whatever. We're working together, we solve it. So anyway, that's kinds of things that goes on around here. All right, so our last small business sponsor is Carla Ray, piano tuner. She tunes my piano. It's a baby Steinway. I've had it for 30 years. It's a baby upright Steinway. I have a small house, but she's kept it in working order for 30 years. She's great. She does a lot of volunteer work in the schools, and she has donated this beautiful red Korg keyboard for our use this evening by our piano players, our keyboardists. So I want to say thank you to Carla Ray, piano tuner. Remember, it's never too soon to get your piano tuned. Twice a year, I believe, if you want it to stay in working condition and not have to go to the junkyard. Okay, so after Remy and Chloe play, we're going to take a short break, and then we're going to come back for the second half, so don't go away. And remember, when we wrap the second half of the show, we will not be able to stay on air for you to find out who the winner of tonight's competition is. So you'll have to check the West Coast Songwriters Facebook page or the Media Center Facebook page to find out the winner of tonight's event. All right, ladies, are you ready? All right, Remy and Chloe, thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. I'm Remy.
And I'm Chloe.
And I guess this is our second time performing at the West Coast Songwriters television broadcast. So our song, we kind of just wrote a little bit, like, I don't know, like a month ago or something. It's called Underwater. Beating heart will not let me forgive, can't forget. Racing pace is going nowhere, no one left. Motivation, ooh, expectation broke the clasp. Looking through the keyhole, sinking, never see past. No pretending, just sad endings. Hold a flame against my peace of mind. Close the door on me. Said it would set me free. Don't you know I see past your disguise? I'm underwater. It's getting higher. I'm underwater now. I'm underwater now. Beating heart will not let me forgive. Can't forget. Racing pace is going nowhere. Nowhere. Motivations, expectations broke the glass. Looking through the keyhole, sinking, never see I'm underwater. It's getting higher. I'm underwater now. I'm underwater now. Don't go. 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 I'm underwater. It's getting higher. I'm underwater now. I'm underwater. It's getting higher. I'm underwater now. 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 I'm underwater now.
Wow. Welcome back to the second half of West Coast Songwriters Songwriting Competition, the Palo Alto chapter. I'm your host, Becky Saunders, and I'm a volunteer, and also I work at the Media Center, but I volunteer for West Coast Songwriters, and I produce this show with the help of Christy Wolf and Linda Yelnick have come on board this season to help me so that everything goes a lot more better than it did last year. And we'll see about that. I also have a co-manager, Peter Anderson is here, and he's going to help me out, and we're going to hear from him a little bit later. He's going to sing for us. But let's get started. We have our wonderful judges singing for us, and then after Bev and Greg, we're going to welcome Elana, and then Ruth, and then Vernon. So that's how it's going to go. Hustle yourself up here. Give the judges your lyrics. Two of them are right here, but they will be seated shortly. And then we'll take it from there. Are you all ready? Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
We've been writing songs together for probably about 12 years or so now. And sometime in that last 10 years ago, we got married and brought together 2 sets of children, two from each side, and young boy, older boy, right in the middle, 2 wonderful girls. When we got married, they were 11 years old, 6 months apart. And we thought we're going to be the really cool parents. They're going to come to us and trust us, and when they start dating, they're going to ask our advice. And it's going to, you're laughing.
You're already there.
People,
You know where
people
this
in the
is going.
studio are laughing. But we had this fantasy, and when we had the fantasy, we wrote this song about what that conversation might have been like.
You're sitting here beside me in silence on this swing, same way that you used to back when you were only 10. Now your tears are slowly falling. I know he broke your heart. Words they don't come easy, but here's a start. Tell me what makes a man in your eyes. You're headed for a life that's full of lies. Forget the money and the house upon the hill. Forget the fast cars, they won't drive away the chill. Look into his heart far as you can. That's where you'll find what makes a man. You took your childhood fantasies, you packed them all away. Your life was so much simpler back when I was not so gray. I could bandage up your knees and dry your tears before they'd start. Well, I can't stop the tick of time, and I can't fix your heart. Tell me what makes a man in your eyes. You're headed for a life that's full of lies. Forget the money and the house upon the hill. Forget the fast cars, they won't drive away the chill. Look into his heart far as you can. That's where you'll find what makes a man. When he offers you the stars, remember they're not his to sell. Listen to my words, darling. Ask yourself, what makes a man in your eyes? You're headed for a life that's full of lies. Forget the money and the house upon the hill. Forget the fast cars, they won't drive away the chill. Look into his heart far as you can. That's where you'll find what makes a man. That's where you'll find what makes a man.
Okay, well, it just kicked in for me. Thank you, Bev and Greg. I remember why I do this crazy show, because you hear this inspiring music, original art, people share it, it's intimate, and it makes the hair stand up on my arms and on the back of my neck. And so that's why I do it. It's a ton of work. Come on up, Elana, just come right up. So we have Elana. And then, anyway, thank you for joining us. By the way, you're a wonderful audience, and you're so supportive of me and the foibles of all the production things that we got going on here. So let's give it up for the audience, the studio audience. righty, once again, midpennmedia.org and westcoastsongwriters.org, two great nonprofits in the Bay Area that you want to know about. We can help you create art and fulfill your vision. All right, Elana, you ready?
Hi.
Okay.
As she said, I'm Elana, and I'm going to be singing a song I wrote called Please Don't Take My Anger. I've been making promises all my life. Now how do I make them come true? How do I turn all these wrongs into rights? I don't know to tell you the truth. Please don't take my anger, it's all I have. Let me keep something I needed so bad. Well, I don't know how to feel. Well, I don't know how to feel. Well, I need something to hold on to. I need to tie myself to this ship. Love's not going to get me through. This storm would make any love quit. Please don't take my anger, it's all I have. Let me keep something I needed so bad. Well, I don't know how to feel. Well, I don't know how to feel. Well, I didn't want to be the empty bottle that a wave washed up on shore. But now I'm the shipwreck, wanting my life to be worth more. Well, I think I'm drowning. Take my hands, tell me to tread water. Well, I would if I could, but I can't. So take my hands, I'm drowning. Lift me up or let me sink. But I'm so afraid of the cold water. Well, I think I'll die if I close my eyes too big. Please don't take my sadness. Please don't take my sorrow. Please don't take my anger. It's all I have. Thank you.
Wow. Elana, thank you. And did you join West Coast Songwriters today?
Yes, I did.
Hot dog. So she's a new member of West Coast Songwriters. Okay, Elana. We got muscle here. We help people. All right, let's bring up, let's see, Miss Ruth Gerson. Are you ready to come on up? And then we'll have Vernon. And is anybody here that hasn't performed yet that signed up? Michael Romano, are you here? Wow. Okay, so right now it looks as if we've got Ruth, and then Vernon, and then it's probably going to be Peter Anderson and Randy Cookson. Looks like a couple of people couldn't make it tonight. So anyway, wow. So this is an all-volunteer crew. There's only one paid person here who's running the control room, making sure that we don't blow the place up. But everybody else here is volunteer, and we thank them by providing some snacks courtesy of the milk pail. And they all went through the studio training class here, and at one point they didn't know what they were doing. They had no idea what cable went where, or what happened to how do you turn your headset on, or even how to zoom in and zoom out, do a wide shot, a pan, tilt, all that cool stuff. They were like you. And you could be like them by coming to your local cable access station and taking a class. They're reasonably priced, and it's this great social organization. People come here because they get fed with cheese, but they get fed with what you might call spiritual food or nurturing food. People work all day. They come over here and volunteer, and you know they're just they're great. So I just want to thank you to our volunteers. And Ruth, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Thank you so much for singing this evening.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And this is a new song. I have not played it for anyone except my daughters. There was a word in the song that was not appropriate for children. So I also took that word out of this particular performance. It took me a long time to figure out what word would work. It's a weak substitute, but it's okay.
Your mother said we should listen. She always knew we were being stupid. She'd never seen two so the same, yet two who are so different. And all your friends, they agree. They kept going on how some things just should not be. We told them we were special, that opposites attract. We gave each other balance and made each other laugh. There's a love for you. My body won't leave. There's love for you, still alive in me. You told me all your hesitations, fooled with my head, and fed a bad imagination. You never can choose who makes you come apart. You can't change their ways without changing a heart. There's love for you. It brings me to weep. There's love for you, still alive in me. Last night when we went head to head to nobody's world, nobody slept. Seems like a long shot to clean up the mess. We'll prove 'em all right. It makes so much sense. There's a love for you. When I'm feeling weak, there's a love for you, still alive in me. No one has to understand it. We're cut from the same cloth, just only at a distance.
I was born a lioness. I'm built to protect. You're an elephant. You never can forget. There's a love for you. Without, I can't breathe. There's love for you. Still alive in me. There's love for you. It brings me release. There's love for you. Still alive in me.
Wow. Some kind of excellent music here this evening. Thank you, Ruth. So we're going to bring up Vernon. And then also I was looking through my paperwork, and Chloe and Remy are both members. So they can actually perform 2 songs. So after Vernon, I'm going to bring Remy and Chloe back up to perform a second competition song. So that's what's going to happen. And so don't forget to check West Coast Songwriters Facebook page and the Mid-Peninsula Community Media Center's page. Come on through. To see who's the winner for this evening's show. And I just want to say thank you again to the wonderful studio audience and to our judges, Greg Newland, Bev Barnett, and Tammy Mulcahy. They are basically giving up their evening to share with you their incredibly valuable feedback. Thank you, judges. All right. And so what happens at the end of the show, for those of you who are new here this evening, we'll wrap the show. I will whisk the judges away. You will go out and maybe have some courtesy of the Milk Pail Dairy in Mountain View, one of our corporate sponsors this evening. How are you doing, Vernon?
I'm fantastic.
I'm glad to see you here this evening. I know you've been trying to get here.
I have not been a member for 3 years. I finally signed up again tonight. So
Another new member?
So does that mean I get to play a bunch more songs? But there are people here tonight who haven't actually played that didn't make it on the list, if you want to include them.
I don't know. Did people show up that signed up and I haven't mentioned your lovely name?
They
Let
didn't
me
sign
know.
up, but,
I don't know. Come see me. All righty. Are you ready, Vernon?
almost.
Okay. And this is Trish Gray, by the way. She's our stage manager this evening. She usually works on Toastmasters, the Toastmasters show here, but she's helping us out this evening.
So my name is Vernon, and I play under the name of Menigma. And back in March-ish, there was a article in the San Jose Mercury about a gentleman who'd gone to Russia. He was a musician, and he'd gone on tour to Russia. And a group of people came up to him and said, hey, we've got this great opportunity to get out of here and go do something. And he said, well, let me go check out that opportunity and see what it is. And he did. And it turned out that what this great opportunity was a sexual slavery thing. And so he came back into the United States and decided that he was going to put half of the money that he made off his album sales into charities that promoted anti-slavery or non-slavery. There are actually 27 million people in the world that are slaves, whether it's sweatshops or mining for mica for makeup or things like that, children mining for mica. And so my visual image of that, from that article, was actually off a movie that I'd seen years ago called Taken, which was, they actually have the second of that film out recently. But so I had a mental image of sexual slavery and other stuff going on, and I was inspired to write a song. And so that's the song that I'm going to play tonight. It's called Mad World, and I hope you like it. Oh, one other thing. The gentleman that I mentioned, he actually has been on a number of talk shows, and the Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton, got the State Department to give him some money to do a website. The website is slaveryfootprint.org. If anyone is curious about what companies that they buy clothing or other things are doing to combat slavery in the process of manufacturing their things, you can go to that site and see or find out what your favorite things like Mervyn's or Macy's or whatever are doing. And anyway, so check it out, slaveryfootprint.org.
She wakes in the morning and looks at the sunrise and dreams. The moments in life rushing by, and it seems she will never be free. She pulls on her clothes and begins the day's work. Life's dreams, barely memories. A slave to the world, her hands they work fast as the callus of each day grows. And slavery took it away from her, gave it to you and to me. We wear on our backs the scars from the chains and the whips that we never did see. What was the life she intended to live? We don't know. She might search for the love of a child, or a husband, or make music to touch any soul. A slave to the world, her hands they work fast as the callus of each day grows. The scars on her hands match the scars on her heart, both shaking and steady. No freedom, no, and slavery took it away from her, gave it to you and to me. We wear on our backs the scars from the chains and the whips that we never did see. In the fields, in the mines, in the brothels and clothing lines, they're slaves to the world we know. We buy without thought to the lives that have gotten lost along the way. When we have finished the human race and our God we try to appease, will we say that we enslaved the children and innocent maids? Will he say as he looks at the shirts on our backs, I was the least of these, and then send us to hell for not raising a hand to set the innocent free? Yeah, slavery took it away from her, gave it to you and to me. We wear on our backs the scars from the chains and the whips that we never did see. Slavery took it away from her and gave it to you and to me. We wear on our backs the scars from the chains and the whips that we never did see. The whips that we never did see.
Thank you.
Wow. Wow.
Sometimes it's rough.
That's a heavy song and a courageous song, Vernon. Thank you very much for sharing that. Wow, social justice seems to be a huge theme tonight with Rebecca's song, and I just feel like I could just stay up all night right now, and I want to go home and write a song, and we'll just see. So I want to thank everyone for their inspiration, and that's the beauty of this show for me. Okay, young ladies, are y'all ready?
Yes.
Thank you for coming back up.
No problem. Okay, so apparently we have 2 memberships. So I guess we're going to perform again. And we've already performed this song on the show. It's called Carousel. So
it's our first original.
First original ever. It's on iTunes, actually. You guys like
Check
it?
it out.
Sorry. Okay, yeah.
Overflow of endless photographs where she smiles and pretends to laugh, gliding softly on her velvet path. Mane of auburn hair adorns her face, melting hearts with a warm embrace, subject of an everlasting chase. Pulled around on your carousel, fighting to stay strong. You poor little child, afraid to run wild, avoiding your own eyes. See the poppies braided through her hair, lashes batting, masking her glare, empty praise given without a care. Pulled around on your carousel, fighting to stay strong. You poor little child, afraid to run wild, avoiding your own eyes. Pulled around on your carousel, fighting to stay strong. You poor little child, afraid to run wild, avoiding your own eyes. You poor little child, afraid to run wild, avoiding your own eyes.
Thank you.
Wow. You sure look young for a couple of 45-year-olds. Those are very mature songs. I compliment you, ladies. All righty, so let's see. We're ready to wrap the show, but we're going to welcome Peter and Randy up here. While they're getting set up, I just have to say that the reason this has gone so well and always goes so well are the people that you don't see. Come on up, guys. behind the camera and out in the control room. So Director Dan Bollier, I'm going to ask you to get your camera operators to start focusing on people. So for example, Stan Ing on camera 1. Who's got Stan? All right, Stan. That's my camera. Stan makes me look fine. And then on camera 3, or camera 3, we have Cheryl Saban. Cheryl makes my left side look good. Okay. And then on camera 2, we have Shobna Swami, her first time here with us this evening on camera. Shobna, thank you. Shobna helps produce a show called Swar Lahari, which highlights the beautiful music of India. And so I'm really grateful that you're sharing your talents with us this evening. All right, and then also, so of course we have the wonderful, lovely Peter Anderson running the sound in the room. Peter. There you go. And then Trish Gregg. Trisha, step out here really quick. This is Trish. She's our stage manager tonight. First time. I hope to just put a net on her and grab her. And then Christy Wolf and Linda Yelnick have come on, and they're way in the back as production assistants and co-producers. I just want to say thank you to them for making it happen. Christy and Linda, we love you. They're new tonight. Guys, I'm still talking here. Okay, and then I'm kidding. In the control room, get ready to stand up, guys. We have, is that Dan Bollier, the director? Dan, all right, rocking it. First time, I'm sure he'll be here again. Then we have my general factotum on graphics, Dan Serlin. Dan, would you please stand up and wave? Thank you. And then Scott Van Dyne on audio, the man I am in love with. There we go, Scott. Okay, so I love a lot of guys. I can't help it, but anyway. And then the wonderful Sally Rain. Come on, Sally, stand up, take a bow. We love you. Sally, she's been with me almost since the beginning and is responsible for the wonderful look and feel of West Coast Songwriters songwriting competition, the Palo Alto chapter. So I want to thank you, Sally. You're just a great, great tech. I really appreciate your work. All right, wonderful judges, Tammy, Bev, Greg. I love you too. Your check for $5 will be available for you to pick up. Your check for $2.50, and you're working. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to stop talking. Check the West Coast Songwriters Facebook page and the Media Center Facebook page to find out who won tonight. Really tough. That's why we have the judges. I could never, ever choose because I love them all. Great studio audience. Thank you, studio audience. Okay. And I think we're just going to let you guys rock it out. Let's just go out with you guys. Just keep playing until they wrap the studio. Rock it out. Slow it down. Okay, so I am not coming back up on stage, you all. Sorry to disappoint.
Oh, come on, Becky.
No.
Becky, come on. Why don't you just take it out for us, okay, Peter? Okay. All right. All right.
Thank you, my public.
She does write songs, by the way. Nice ones.
Thank you.
Anyway, I can't even remember when I wrote this song. It was probably the early 80s, I think. And Randy and I started playing around with this the other day, and he got the same impression in his mind about who it was written about, and I never told him. So see if anybody else comes up with it. It's called Angel. Lord, send me an angel. Sent her when I was down. Taught me to love her. Kept my feet on the ground. Her hair is golden like corn, eyes like nature's blues and greens. I've seen lots of women, she's the best I've ever seen. I call her Angel. Her touch is soft as spring rain, tapping on the pane. I can't wait until she can come see me